Dear students, in the last class we discussed about what are the steps involved in the extraction of metals from ore. Today we'll study detail about how these extractions can be done in three methods. Already discussed that in the first step we'll discuss about the extracting the metals low in the activity series. Which metals which are reactive low in these cases, that already mentioned that gold, silver, platinum and copper, these are comes under this category. First we'll discuss about how this extraction of metals can be done in low activity series. Next we'll discuss about the extracting metals in the middle of the activity series. In this case we'll discuss about the calcination method and roasting method. That is calcination. In case of calcination, that is carbonate ore can be done by this method, and sulfide ore in the case of roasting we can discuss that in the case of roasting method. And in the last part, that is extraction of metals in the high of the activity series, we'll discuss that also in this class. First we'll discuss about the extraction of metals in the case of low reactivity series. See what are the steps involved in case of the low activity series. That is, the first thing is the concentration of the ore. When you are extracting the metals from the earth crust, that is we are extracting the minerals usually, and that can be made into ore, and these first will undergoes the concentration of the ore, and the second step is called the roasting of the sulfide ore. In the case of for example copper and silver, they exist in the free state as well as in the case of combined state. In the case of combined state, they exist in the form of sulfide or oxide ores. So that can be done by this process in the case of copper and silver. So next, coming to this the last step involved in the case of low reactivity series is refining of the metals. So usually you notice that before going to extract, there is one the word they have mentioned here is, that is a gangue. Then what is the meaning of gangue? That is the large amount of impurities such as the sand and soil, when it is present along with the ore when you are extracting from the earth crust. That large amount of impurities such as soil and sand, etc., these present along with the ore, they are called as gangue. So coming to this in the low activity series, first we'll discuss about the extraction of mercury. Why we are discussing about the mercury and copper? Because already mentioned that in the low activity series there is the extractions of that can be done by sulfide ore method. So sulfide ore meaning it is a roasting method can be done. So first we'll discuss about the extraction of mercury. You already know that the symbol for mercury is Hg, and it is hydrogen. Here it is present in the combined state, and that is in the form of mercuric sulfide. The another name for mercuric sulfide is cinnabar. The another name for mercuric sulfide is cinnabar, and this ore is of the mercury. And the first what they are going to do is they extract this cinnabar in the combined state, and it is heated in air to convert into mercuric oxide. So here they have given the equation 2HGS, that is cinnabar, that is mercuric sulfide, when it is heated in the presence of air, nothing but roasting method in the presence of air. So it is get converted into mercuric oxide, and the sulfur dioxide the gas get liberated. So this is what they are going to extract by roasting method. They have taken the mercuric sulfide and heated in presence of air, that is in the oxygen, and it is converted into what the product will get is mercuric oxide, and this mercuric oxide is then reduced to mercury on further heating. They have mentioned the equation here 2HGO, that is mercuric oxide, again it is reduced to mercury, and the oxygen gas is get liberated. This is the extraction of mercury, that is by sulfide ore method. They have mentioned another one, the low activity series metal is, that is copper. The extraction of copper can also be done by the same method, that is called sulfide ore method, and it is afterward it is roasting can be done. So first the copper is it is get in the different forms of ores, but here they mentioned is chalcocite, that is it's also another ore of copper, that is Cu2S, that is chalcocite, and it is occurs in the nature, and these can be obtained in the combined state. And when you start heating this that is chalcocite, that is a copper sulfide, along with heated in presence of air, that is excess of air, that is oxygen, it can be converted into copper oxide and sulfur dioxide get liberated gas. So this is how the chalcocite, that is copper sulfide, heated in the presence of air, that is oxygen, it is converted into copper oxide and sulfur dioxide gas get liberated. Again, if you are heating this the product copper oxide along with the chalcocite, that is you will get the metal, that is nothing but copper, and sulfur dioxide gas get liberated. This is the extraction of copper can be done by this method. So why I am stressing towards the roasting method, because yeah, they have mentioned. Then what is roasting? Because the most of the cases, in these cases especially, the copper sulfide is even the mercuric sulfide, that is cinnabar, they heated in the presence of excess of air. Means sulfide ores are can be done by heated with in presence of excess of air. That is method is called roasting. So here they have mentioned. Then what is roasting? The process in which the sulfide ore, when you are extracting from the earth crust, that is metals, some metals is it is exist in the form of combined state, that is in the with the form of sulfide ores, and these sulfide ores are converted into oxides by heating them strongly in excess of air, and that is known as roasting. Means the process in which sulfide ores are converted into oxides by heating them strongly in excess of air, and this method is known as roasting. Then coming to the another one method is there, that is called calcination. Then what is the meaning of calcination? Just that is you have heard about some ores when you are extracting from the earth crust, they exist in the form of combined state as a carbonate ores. So these carbonate ores are changed into oxides by heating strongly in the limited air. I means in the absence of air or in the limited supply of air, and that is known as calcination. The process in which carbonate ores means CO3 ores. These carbonate ores are changed into oxides by heating strongly in limited air, and this is known as calcination. So then what is the difference between roasting and calcination? Then roasting is nothing but the ore is heated in presence of air. What about the calcination? The ore is heated in the absence of air. And in the case of roasting, it is used for sulfide ores. And in the case of calcination, it is used for carbonate ores. Just now I discussed about lower activity series. The mercuric sulfide cinnabar and even copper sulfide can be done by roasting method. Then calcinations we'll discuss in the next middle reactivity series. So before going to study about the middle activity series, in the case of middle activity series, what are the steps? So in the middle activity series, there are two steps involved in the case of middle activity series. So some coppers, for example, copper and the silver, and some ores, especially and other middle activity series like zinc, iron, lead, and these are when we are extracting from the earth crust, it is exist in the form of combined state, as in the case of sulfide ores, and these sulfide ores can be done by roasting method. And in some ores, when we are extracting from the earth crust, they exist in the combined state as a carbonate ores, and these can be extracted from the earth crust, and it can be done by calcination method. So here we'll discuss about the two extractions will take place in the case of the middle activity series. We already noticed that in the case of middle activity series, zinc, iron, lead, and These will comes in the case of middle activity series. So we'll discuss one by one in the case of middle activity series. So what are the steps involved in the case of when you are extracting the carbonate ores of metals of middle medium activity series? The first step is called concentration of ore. The second step is called calcination of carbonate ore to obtain oxides of metal, and the third step is called reduction of two metals, and last is called purification of metals. And in the case of extraction of sulfide ores of metals of medium reactivities, here is also the same case. First is concentration of the ores is done. Second is there in case of carbonate ores, calcination can be done, but in this case roasting of sulfide ore to obtain oxide of metals, and the third step is called reduction to metals, and last is purification of metals. So first in the case of the extraction of middle activity series, here we are going to extract the zinc from zinc blend. So the zinc blend is the combined state which exists in the earth crust, that is called zinc sulfide. Another name for zinc sulfide is called zinc blend. So when we are extracting from the earth crust, this is in the combined state. In order to get finally we have to get the zinc. So how it can be done by converting this zinc blend into zinc oxide by heating in the presence strongly in the presence of air. That is, they have mentioned the equation ZnS plus oxygen, it give rise to ZnO, that is a zinc oxide, and even sulfur dioxide gas get liberated, and this sulfur dioxide gas when after liberated will get the product like zinc oxide, and this zinc oxide is heated with carbon to reduce it to metallic zinc. Again I am repeating the same thing. The zinc sulfide, when it is heated strongly in the presence of oxygen, that is it converted into zinc oxide, and this zinc oxide is heated with carbon to reduce it to metallic zinc. So the ZnO plus here the carbon, it is in the allotropic form of coke. It is used as a reducing agent. So it is heated with the carbon to reduce the zinc oxide. Finally you will get zinc and carbon monoxide gas get liberated. This is how the extraction of zinc from zinc blend. Coming to the extraction of zinc from calamine. So what is the another name for zinc carbonate? It is nothing but calamine. We call it as ZnCO3. It is also changed into zinc oxide by heating strongly in limited air or in the absence of air. Why we are discussing in the limited air? Because it is done by calcination method. Because here the ZnCO3, it is a calamine. It is heated, especially heated in order to reduce it into zinc oxide in the absence of air. So finally zinc oxide will get, and carbon dioxide gas get liberated. So ZnCO3, it give rise to ZnO plus CO2. Again this what the product we get, zinc oxide, is heated with carbon to reduce it to metallic zinc. That is ZnO plus C, that is a coke. It is allotropic form of carbon. It is used as a reducing agent in the case of this method, and this converted into zinc, and finally carbon monoxide gas get liberated. This is how the extraction of zinc from calamine can be done by calcination method. So now there is one more they have mentioned, the extraction of magnesium from pyrolusite. So usually in the case of the magnesium, here they have mentioned wrong. It is not magnesium, it is nothing but manganese dioxide. That is another name is called manganese dioxide, another name is called pyrolusite. So usually this manganese dioxide or pyrolusite is heated with aluminium powder to get manganese. So this manganese dioxide is heated with aluminium powder to get manganese. Here they mention the equation MnO2 plus aluminium, that is Al, it gives rise to Mn plus Al2O3, and it is heated with it is because this in this case it is heat is get liberated, and this heat is it is in the form of a highly exothermic reaction. So that is the amount of the heat is evolved is so large that the metals are produced in the molten state. Here which metal is produced in the molten state is manganese. So that extraction of manganese dioxide, that is manganese dioxide, another name is called pyrolusite. It is extracted to get the manganese. So that can be done by heated with aluminium powder to get the manganese. So what the evolved is in this case, it is it is large, and so that the most of the metals is produced in this case is molten state. Here one more the reduction of iron oxide to iron they have mentioned. Iron oxide is another name for iron oxide is Fe2O3. It is also heated with aluminium powder. So in the last class, in the last extractions, we get aluminium oxide, but in this case we are heating the iron oxide, that is Fe2O3, with aluminium powder to it get reduced to iron. So how we are extracting Fe2O3, that is iron oxide, it is heated with aluminium powder, we'll get the iron and aluminium oxide, that is Al2O3 plus heat. I already told about that what the heat is evolved is so large that most of the metals is exist in the molten state. So why we are discussing about this, because the iron oxide in this reaction is heated with aluminium powder. This used in the case of to join the railway tracks or cracked machine parts. That is the name is called as thermite reaction. Then what they will going to ask in the examinations for 1 mark, what is thermite reaction? Thermite reaction is an exothermic redox reactions between a metal and a metal oxide as a reactant. So here the metal is iron and metal oxide is aluminium oxide. In this case the redox reactions will take place. What this the heat is evolved is so large, so that is act as a reactant. So here they have mentioned already Fe2O3 plus Al, it gives rise to Fe plus Al2O3, and this used to in the case of join the railway tracks or cracked machine parts. So that is thermite reaction is an exothermic redox reaction between metal and metal oxide as a reactant. So here they have mentioned how this used in the case of to join the railway tracks. The thermite reactions are highly exothermic. The amount of heat is evolved is so large that the metals are produced in molten state and hence used to join railway tracks or cracked machine parts. So this is about the extraction of metals from the medium reactivity series. So in the recent SSLC examinations which is held during the month of the June, they asked one questions for 3 marks. So mention the difference between calcination and roasting. The first questions, the second question in this case is how this process are used in the extraction of zinc. Explain with the help of chemical equation. How these processes are used in the extraction of zinc. Explain with the help of chemical equation. And the third one is after this process is reduction necessary to obtain zinc. Why? So these are the 3 questions they asked for 3 marks. The first question is mention the difference between calcination and roasting. I already told about that the difference between calcination and roasting. In case of the calcination, most of the carbonate ores are converted into oxide by heated strongly in the limited air or in the absence of air, and that is known as calcination. Then sulfide ore is heated strongly in the presence of air and it is most of the sulfide ore is get converted into oxide, and this is known as roasting. This carries 1 marks. Coming to the second question, how these processes are used in the extraction of zinc. I already told about how this extracted in the case of zinc. In the case of zinc carbonate, most of the zinc carbonate is converted into zinc oxide, because we are eating the calamine, that is zinc converted into zinc oxide by eating strongly in limited air, that is ZnCO3 plus ZnO plus CO2. This is for extraction of calcination. For sulfide ore, in the case of zinc blend, ZnS plus heated strongly in the presence of oxygen of air, that is O2, it gives rise to ZnO plus SO2. This is the equation you have to be right in the examination, because they are mentioned, explained with the help of chemical equation. Coming to the last question, after this process, is reduction necessary to obtain zinc? Yes, after this process, reduction is necessary. They asked why. Because in the case of calcination method, also in the case of roasting method, we'll get zinc oxide, and this zinc oxide is then reduced to zinc by with reducing carbon to reduced into metallic zinc. Here what the carbon we are using is allotropic form of carbon, that is a coke. It is act as a reducing agent. So for the last question, the zinc oxide is then reduced to zinc using suitable reducing agent, that is here is coke is used as a reducing agent. So this is the asked in the examination for 3 marks question. So in the next class we'll discuss about how this extraction of metals towards the top of the activity series, that is high activities series like sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium and aluminium, and we also discussed about the refining of metals. So we'll discuss in the next class. Thank you.